Hello, in this video I will show you how to make your first payment using the Unified SDK. In the previous video we went through the setup, we went through the whole activation flow, so at this point we have everything ready to make our first payment. For making the payment, I will create a very simple function called make payment. And here we can paste the code for the payment itself. I will go to the documentation for that. And here in the make payment section, we can copy the code for making the payment. Very simple, just paste it here. Okay. Here we need to pass the transaction ID, so I will import the UID class to generate a random UID. And here we need to pass an amount that we want to pay, so I will pass it in the function, and also we want to pass the tip, which can be optional. Okay, so we have the amount, we have the currency, and we have the tip. An important note here is that the amount and the tip, they need to be in the minor units, which means that when you are paying, for example, in euros, then you need to pass cents, and if you are paying in British pounds, then you need to pass pence. So that's basically it. Now we can continue with the documentation. Okay, here we can see the following statuses of the payment, which can be emitted. So we have the pending, new, in progress, and so on. What's really important here is that some statuses are final, which means that when a final status is emitted, then it means that the payment is finished, basically. And to subscribe to these statuses, we have this function, the onPayment state changed, which is basically a callback, which will receive the payment state details. Here you can see all the parameters that are included in the payment state details data class. And here in the state, you can access the payment status that we were mentioning, these ones. Okay, so now we can copy this code here. We can paste it in Android Studio right after make payment. All right, for now, for the simplicity of this video, we are just printing the statuses, or to be more exact, the payment state details. So whenever the state changes, we will see that in the logcat. To show you that the state is changing during the payment, I will need to call the make payment function in the UI itself. So make payment, and here we have the values already prepared, so I just need to pass them into the function. So I will pass the total amount, including the tip, and also the tip itself. And now if I run the app, here we have the EPOS application on the left, and on the right I have the terminal app, which is a mock build. So that means whenever I'm creating a payment, I can mock the payment result, which is very, very useful for testing purposes. Just to show you, I will add some products to the basket. For example, I will enter a tip, and if I hit pay on dialog, so now I can submit the result of the payment. I can submit, and as you can see, the payment is approved. So basically I mocked the payment response. To see in the logcat that the states were emitting, we can search for new state, and as you can see, here are the states. We can check the last state. As we can see, it was successful. We can try one more time, so I will hit pay, and you can see that the new states are emitting. Now we are in progress, and now if I submit, it will show successful. And you have all the info here, such as the amount, the tip, the currency, the ID, everything. So yeah, that's it regarding the states. Now what I want to show you is the Thea payment UI, which could make your life a lot easier because you don't have to build your own custom UI. I can go to the documentation, and here below the payment state details, there's a section for the payment interface. And if you copy this code and paste it, then you will have a payment UI which looks like this. So this is the default Thea payment UI. It's very useful because you don't have to implement your own UI, because the UI can be complex, it can be time consuming, so we wanted to save a lot of time for you. So if you copy this code, it's very simple. You need to just copy it, go to the payment function and paste it. That's it. You have two parameters basically for the payment UI, and the first one is saying how many milliseconds should the UI wait before dismissing on the final state. I will leave it as it is. And on dismiss, this is just a callback which will be called whenever the UI is hidden, and it will also receive the payment state details, which can be useful in some scenarios. And yeah, that's it regarding the UI. Now I can show you that the UI will be shown. So I will add some products to the basket. I will hit pay. And as you can see, the UI is shown. What is very useful is that the UI is handling all the errors, and also you can cancel the payment, which is very useful. So now if I click yes, the payment will be cancelled. So as you can see on the terminal, the payment was cancelled, and also the UI will let you know that the payment was successfully cancelled. Very, very useful. And if you also select the tip, for example, you can see the tip also here and the original amount without the tip as well. Now if I click submit, it will show payment approved. So that's it regarding the payment UI. And also what I want to mention regarding the tipping is that you have basically two options to select a tip. You can enter a tip in your EPOS application, for example, as I'm doing right now. So I will enter a tip like this here, and yeah, you will see the tip in the payment UI. And another option to choose a tip is through the terminal. So if I don't select a tip at all on the EPOS application and I hit pay, then as you can see on the terminal, you can select the tip, and on successful payment, we will show the selected tip, as you can see here. But keep in mind that for enabling tipping on the terminal, you need to go to the options, payment settings, tips, and here you need to enable tips. So just keep that in mind. And also, if you would like to read more about tipping, you can go to the adding a tip section here, which will cover the whole tipping process so that you have more clarity. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you